Everyone freak out. Go and buy French toast supply. Actually, I think that's just for snow. The French toast supplies. I got confused. Welcome back to the show, Dana Loesch. Yeah, if it's monkeypox, I don't know what being able to make gobs of French toast is going to do. So monkeypox is like apparently the next thing. And Belgium, let me pull this up, is reportedly starting monkeypox quarantines, which sounds like a really interesting album name. Oh, this is like how you had Exile Main Street. You could have monkeypox quarantine. Biden says, well, people should be concerned. Just be careful. I don't think there's anything, maybe we shouldn't do anything so far. And there's a number of, Spain has the highest count so far, followed by Portugal, UK, Canada 5. The United States has 2, apparently. So we have 2 cases and everyone's going to freak out. You have 2 cases. And he said if it spreads, then that's going to. And apparently Jake Sullivan said, well, we have quote unquote vaccines, I guess, whatever that means, able to be deployed. And Susan Hopkins, she said that monkeypox is spreading through the community and transmission in the UK with more cases being detected daily. 11 Brits tested positive. It's a total of 20 now. And they said there was one person from West Africa that had it, apparently, but these people did not come in contact with that person. So there's questions as to, well, what is it? How did it spread? Like, what's going on here? So apparently, everyone's like the monkeypox outbreak. They say that the cases are mild and it looks like smallpox, but it's less contagious and less severe, if you want to believe it. The senior scientist, John Hopkins, Bloomberg School of Health, monkeypox is not highly transmissible. There's not going to be a bunch of outbreaks, but they said there's going to be small outbreaks and you can kill it with household disinfectants. And so, are you telling us to drink bleach? It sounds like the CDC says they're telling us to drink bleach. Isn't that how that goes? CDC says it can be killed on surfaces with common household disinfectants. So I'm just going to go ahead and do what the left does. I'm just assuming that the CDC is telling us to all drink bleach. So this is what gets me, because I'm like, well, wait a minute. And I didn't talk about this a lot last week just because it just seemed a lot of, hoopla over nothing. We apparently ordered $299 million worth of a vaccine called, it's just letters, JYNNEOS. It's used to prevent both small and monkeypox. It comes from Bavarian Nordic. Golly, what a company name. It's a biotech company, Bavarian Nordic, which makes all the vaccine. It's going to convert bulk vaccines. Blah, I don't care about any of this. Blah, blah, blah. So it was it's all over in Europe. And they said it's been more animal to humans, in the past. And they said that it's spread with humans that have close bodily contact. Oh, here's a report. Now we're getting into the middle of it. Here is one paragraph that you might want to know before you decide to go and get your PPE and do all that crap again. You ready? This is from the John Hopkins people. Reports have speculated that the virus being seen is sexually transmitted, as several people who tested positive for monkeypox were gay or bisexual men. Spain's outbreak has been traced to a single sauna popular with gay men who look for sex. So it's a viral disease. It was discovered in the 50s. The last major outbreak was in 2003. And the symptoms include fever, headache, body aches, blah, blah, blah. So basically, it sounds like a sexually transmitted disease. And that's exactly what Dr. Grant McFadden, Director of Biodesign Center for Immunotherapy, Vaccines, and Virotherapy at Arizona State University, said. He was quoted as everyone's starting to get all freaked out about this. It doesn't easily jump from person to person unless it sounds like you're physically jumping that person. They said previously an infected animal through bites was how it's done, but no. That's not how it's happening right now. Scientists learned, this is NBC, that the virus spreads through the exchange of large respiratory droplets or mainly via direct contact with bodily fluids, lesions that form during infection, or contaminated items like clothing or bedding. They say it's not considered a sexually transmitted infection, but it's passed during sexual encounters. Sounds like it's a STD. They said that the recent cases in Europe are amongst men who have intercourse with men, and the CDC suggested that some recent cases started out with lesions around the nether regions. And that's where you have Dr. Grant McFadden's case. McFadden said that the genetic sequence of the monkeypox virus that has infected people in Europe looks relatively run-of-the-mill. That's a clue that human behavior, rather than inherent changes in the virus itself, is driving new cases. McFadden said, quote, "It could be just a simple accidental chain, for example, into the gay community." And he says that, and he was the one he and other people at ASU apparently were giving quotes. So they go into the whole monkeypox thing, the number of cases, missed some early cases, et cetera, et cetera. So again, before you decide to run out, freak out, mask yourself up, maybe kind of check out what's being said about it. Washington Post. Expert. Monkeypox, and Washington Post, by the way, you know, that super conservative website. Expert says monkeypox likely spread by sex at 2 raves in Europe. A leading health advisor to the WHO described the unprecedented outbreak of monkeypox in developed countries as a random event that might be explained by sexual behavior at 2 recent raves in Europe. Damn raves. Dr. David Heyman, who headed up WHO's emergencies department. Steve, you better be careful about them raves. You don't get that monkeypox. I'm kidding. The AP said that the leading theory, Steve's a good boy, the leading theory to explain the spread of the disease was 2 raves that they had in Spain and Belgium. In Spain, though, it was that sauna, but then there was a rave, and then there was a rave in Belgium. So I don't think that anybody needs to freak out and go, even though that's how it's kind of being, I think, presented by the pandemic lovers. I think there were people who loved the pandemic and they loved the lockdown, and I think that they want another one. Honestly, I don't know what to attribute it to. Like in New York City, they're all going, we need to wear masks again, even in the inside. Shut up, then wear your mask. If you wear your mask, you're okay, right? Because your mask is like your superpower, isn't it? It's like a force field. The mask will prevent you from getting sick at all whatsoever. So if you're worried about, COVID, then just wear your little mask and you're going to be happy, right? Isn't that what you believe? Can go ahead and do that. No one else needs to cover their face. And it's like those same people are also now waving their hands and freaking out about monkeypox, which sounds like a virus entirely dependent upon its spread by human behavior. Wink, wink. So I don't know why anybody wants to turn this into a big thing.